Don't forget to press like for support, subscribe, and press the bell notification to let you know every time I upload. So I'll see you at the end of this video clip. Was it that way? I'll see you at the end of this video clip. Now, my first claim that I'd lodged, in my country it's called Notice of Proceeding and Statement of Claim. So that is what we use if the plaintiff has a claim against another person. So, or we call them respondents, or defendant if it's criminal. The first claim had the names of the individuals set out singular. Each doctor set out singular. Then the second claim, after a lot of research and confirmation from the registrar at the time who was case managing the case, I chose the name of the company, which in this case is the Ministry of Health and City Med. So that was on the second claim. So from the time I paid for the amendment of the names of the parties, right to the Supreme Court process, I had stuck right through to the High Court process. I had actually stuck with the companies. The judges had actually made a decision to dismiss my case because of the registrar's decision, who declined my application because of, it was an administration issue because of the names of the party, and I didn't want to change the names of the claim. And the judge from the first hearing, the very first judgment, had actually set down a hearing to get the names changed sorted, because apparently there was some issues around the names of the party being the company, but it was a different entity. So the judge had actually set down a separate hearing just to get the name change, and keeping in mind that the three doctors weren't struck out. I had actually won that. So there were two things that needed to be done: a judgment of liability and the name change, because the judge couldn't do a judgment of liability until that was, the name change had to be addressed in court. But because I had appealed, this is a tip here, is that when an appeal has been in process, everything else is cancelled until after the appeal process. So a hearing was actually officially set down by the judge, but because I had appealed, that got cancelled, because by law and by rights, all that can be sorted out in any hearing, the whole lot, because it all rides together. However, in relation to the reason why what happened with the December decision, because according to the website, it's not for public view. The Supreme Court had made a decision based on the registrar's decision. Now, the registrar had declined my claim because he had wanted me to change the names of the party. So just bear in mind, and just to verify and confirm, that the actual judgment, any of the judgments that has gone through courts, has had nothing to do with my mental health or anything to do with mental illness or anything like that. The case has been dismissed in regards to administration issues. So the registrar dismissed my case because of the names of the party, and he said that I had appealed late, which I hadn't, In fact, none of my appeals were late. If there was a time that I felt that I needed more time, I was consistent about letting them know, so that even though it was late, I still wasn't late because I'd let them know, which, you know, they have that leniency. But I wanted to appeal the Supreme Court because of all the issues that I've gone through, where nothing has gotten better for me as far as being able to go forward. But the actual judgments they've made indicates that I'm, you know, all the medical assessments and that the doctors have done, and this whole case of what they've done to me, they've ruined my reputation, and everyone thinks I'm mentally retarded, which is not true whatsoever. As soon as the appeal court sent out the judgment, I did ask to appeal it, but I was advised that that was it. I was told that I couldn't appeal it any further, and that was the end of my case. So I went through the judiciary process straight after that. Hence is the reason why this appeal is pretty late. As I went through the judiciary process, I was advised, because of the limitation laws, didn't go any further than the person that I was talking to on the phone. state where the Supreme Court is for my country. So today I'm actually applying, submitting another appeal in regards to my court case. So I thought I'd just video clip. I am actually in the process of getting all that done this morning, and I'll update you with the outcome of my court case. hopefully there will be a good outcome. But the system has changed dramatically, and it's not until you actually go through it you realise the seriousness and the risks it is for individuals like myself or members of the public. I'm actually at the train station, and the time right now is